President Bongbong Marcos denounces what he dubs as unjustified, illegal, and reckless actions of two Chinese Air Force aircraft that harassed a Philippine Air Force plane as it flew over the country's territorial waters near Bajo de Masinloc in the West Philippine Sea. In a statement, the president urges China to demonstrate that it is fully capable of responsible action, both in the seas and in the skies, as he affirms the Philippines' commitment to resort to diplomacy and peaceful means in resolving disputes. According to Marcos, the actions of the People's Liberation Army Air Force aircraft were unjustified, illegal, and reckless, especially as the Philippine Air Force aircraft was undertaking a routine maritime security operation in the Philippine sovereign airspace. The president's statement comes in reaction to what Philippine military officials described as provocative actions by two People's Liberation Army Air Force fighter aircraft, which executed a dangerous maneuver and dropped flares in the path of a Philippine Air Force plane that was on routine patrol in the West Philippine Sea. According to reports, the Philippine Air Force aircraft, an NC-212I light transport plane, was met with 8 rounds of flares from the Chinese fighter jets that reportedly flew at a very close distance. China has insisted that the Philippine Air Force aircraft illegally entered the airspace of Huangyandao, the Chinese name for Panatag Shoal in the West Philippine Sea. The president expresses dismay that the latest aerial skirmishes threaten to scuttle efforts to calm the waters between the Philippines and China. Marcos further says the Philippine government stands by the actions of its men and women in the armed forces of the Philippines and the Philippine Air Force involved in the incident. Motorists will see a big-time decrease on the prices of petroleum products starting Tuesday, August 13. In separate advisories, Sea Oil and Shell Pilipinas say gasoline prices would drop by 2 pesos and 45 centavos per liter. Kerosene prices will be reduced by 2 pesos and 40 centavos per liter, while diesel prices will decrease by 1 peso and 90 centavos per liter. These downward adjustments mark the third consecutive week of cuts for gasoline and the fifth for diesel and kerosene. Department of Energy Oil Industry Management Bureau Director 3 Rodela Romero says the sharp declines underscore the market's continued struggle between the recession concerns and the geopolitical tensions. The 2024 Paris Olympics ended with a final star-studded show as the city of Los Angeles took over Olympic hosting duties for 2028. The closing ceremony capped 2.5 extraordinary weeks of Olympic sports and emotion with a boisterous star-studded show in France's National Stadium, mixing unbridled celebration with a somber call for peace from International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach. Tom Cruise, in his Ethan Hunt persona, wowed the audience by descending from the top of the stadium to electric guitar Mission Impossible riffs. Once his feet were back on the ground and after shaking hands with enthralled athletes, he took the Olympic flag from star gymnast Simone Biles, fixing it to the back of a motorcycle and roared out of the arena. In a pre-recorded video, Cruise then drove his bike past the Eiffel Tower onto a plane and then skydived over the Hollywood Hills. 3 circles were added to the O's of the famed Hollywood sign to create 5 interlaced Olympic rings. Also featured in the closing ceremony were Grammy winner Billie Eilish, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and rapper Snoop Dogg along with his longtime collaborator Dr. Dre, who kept the party going with performances on Los Angeles' Venice Beach. The athletes first marched into the stadium waving the flags of their 205 countries and territories, a display of global unity in a world gripped by global tensions and conflicts, including those in Ukraine and Gaza. The stadium screens carried the words "Together, United for Peace." The closing ceremony saw the awarding of the last medals, each embedded with a chunk of the Eiffel Tower. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass received the official Olympic flag at the closing ceremony, kicking off a 4-year countdown to the 2028 Summer Games in Los Angeles.